Okay. So we're up to the last second. What is it? The third paragraph of Eisches. V'zehu shebitul Lachoshech legambri. So not just to dispel the darkness or to banish it, but rather to completely bevattle it. So that cannot be through the oil which is mispasha, the oil which manifests post tzimtzum, which is relatively finite, which therefore, if it's relatively finite, that means that in its own world, it allows for something else for creation. So if it allows for or validates, that's the word. If it validates creation, then it can't be mevatel it completely. Okay, I just made a statement. I hope you all heard it. Say it again. That if you are validating something, you cannot simultaneously be mevatel it. So creation has validation relative to the oir hamispashet, which illuminates the mokem acholol, because they're both finite or something, a metzias on some level. But it's only the oir which is kolol in the moy, this was yesterday's shir, that can be mevatel completely the cheshech. In brackets, oir is of shalifnei atzimtzum. The oir, he says it for us here. The oil which is post tzimtzum, that's the oil which is mispashed, that manifests. Given since the point is, what is its mandate, as it were? There is creation. Now creation's got to know there's an Eibishter. So you just said there's creation. It can't be. So it's such a level can't be mevatel creation where its whole inyan is that there is a creation to whom the message has to be conveyed. So creation will still remain forever separate. Meaning the so it means if its inyan is lahayris, that's what that revelation conveys. That means by definition that oilamus are teif simakim, which means what? What does the word teif simakim? Yeah, I mean.
Literally means it takes up space, right? That it has validity, like you said.
Yeah, that it has validity. Relative to what the context of our discussion, what has validity relative to what? What's real relative to what? Creation to this level of alikus, which level?
Very inceptual if they some.
No. Teifus mokem, the opposite. Dafka the oil acharet tzimtzum, the oil which is mispashet, relative to that level, oilim is at teifus mokem. Why? We just said why. And repeat it back. The revelation reveals there's a God. So why is creation teifus mokem?
Perspective.
No, we're speaking from the perspective of the oir. I mean, I just said this. I said the shir began explaining this. I'll say it again. The words are in kivin shenyona yehula hoyres oilmas. What does it explain? What does those words mean?
This level that the air is even defining itself in order, in relation to the elements, right? So
the oir is a message. The oir is revealing a truth. What now define that truth in the not capital T, the truth, but still truth. What's the Oyer revealing?
It's Elokus. Elokus.
That there is Gilul Likus?
It is a Elokus, so it's revealing, what's it revealing? It's revealing that there is Elokus.
There's a God, there's an Eibishter. So why is that not Mevatel creation?
It's revealing the concept, it's not
Okay. Keeping the mind
The word, because the word revealing, because the word revealing means that he's taking into consideration that.
No. The mind says that, and we'll say it again. What does that mean? The statement that we're talking about God Almighty. The statement that God Almighty is expressing in in his revelation post Tzimtzum is, here's the mandate. What does that mean? What does that say? I want creation to know that there's a God, that all comes from me. So what's integral to this revelation? What's already a given, a fact, already that there's a creation. Now, creation shouldn't walk around thinking in its deluded, ultimately self-destructive path that it is independent. It's not. It all comes from me. But why can't? So this is an incredible truth. The Eibush is the creator. So why is it not mevatel the chosech? It's doiche the chosech. But it can't be mevatel the chosech. Why not? This was yesterday's shir too. He's just vizeho, just concluding it.
Because it's taking into consideration the recipient.
Right, as we said at the outset this morning, you cannot validate something as being intrinsically true and then say you're not. And you are or you're not. If you're saying this olam is, the best you can do is, your world, behave yourself. That's doiches achosech. Don't do anything stupid. Live a life that's in accordance with the Creator's will. That's doiches achosech. Be nice. That's the best. And that's a great achievement. The tachlis is not to be nice. What is the tachlis? As we explained yesterday at length, this induces a harmonious existence with nature, with everybody else, being nice, religious too. So, ma baya. What's the problem? Is it tachlis to ask you? Is it tachlis to be nice? Don't say something, anything.
No, nice only matters because God wants us to be nice. The point is to be godly.
Right. Or be godly means bottle. That's to be godly means that the Amatzis becomes, it is dissolved completely from its sense of separateness. It's not that I am, and I'm nice. The whole, as you said, the whole I am is because it's all Eibush ended Mulvadei. And that sense is only possible, that revelation can only come, finish the sentence.
Less me, more him.
No.
If he's not,
you know, answer my question. That truth can only happen when, talking about God now. when there is revealed down here, talking through our avodah of bittul, what's revealed? The Eira Kol B'Mkeir. Or the Eira Blikvul. Why? Why would that do the trick? The lift that, so we're saying the same thing three ways. Why will that achieve the objective? It's kind of a silly question. What's the answer? Because what?
That is the objective.
Because that's the emes. The Eibush is revealing himself unfiltered. So when God's revealed unfiltered, then the unfiltered truth is the result. And that is bittul b'mitzias. Doesn't mean we disappear. It's a sense of separation disappears. That's what's this battle. And the yeshes is this battle. Continue. So when the revelation of the Eibishter, and that's all elicited through our avodah, is we're revealing God, as we explained yesterday, as creator. Explain this to me now, based on what we just said right now. Actually, just repackaging it. Why is it that really knowing God as creator cannot induce absolute bittul? Just cannot. It's a total contradiction. To live a life in harmony with the one creator. Reishis bar elikim. Why can that not lead to bittul? Why is not relating to God as creator, not the tachlis, and never can be, and we'll never get there. Never. I mean, the point that might be is it's not going to confuse you. Then all levels of Eid, that's going to be coming next. Okay, okay. We'll see in the Tzarech Lahav and the Veis test. But answer this question. Answer that question. Not a trick question. It's anything we're just saying now. I just used the word creator. Why did I use the word creator specifically? And speaking about this darge of Achar HaTzimtzum. And he's not creator, Lifnei HaTzimtzum. It's not the creator.
Their creation and creator are separate things.
It's true, but why? You're saying you're creator, and he's being creating Yesh V'Ayin. Why are they separate? Okay, as we explained yesterday, the artist and the piece of art. The piece of art that the artist produces is, what is it? It's a reflection of the talent of the artist. So I'm asking you, is the piece of art have relative value to the artist? It sure does. That's expression of him. That's who he is, expressed in his art. And the more time and effort he expresses in it, the more he'll charge you for it, the more valuable it is, because the more of the artist is expressed in it. That's because the artist has these defined properties of artistic talent that's expressed in the piece of art that he produces. Creator, by definition, means, in creator, we're talking about, when we say creator, it's post-Tzimtzum. Define the creator for me. You have lots to say. You can talk forever about the qualities of the creator. that produced this world, that can be seen in everything in the world. The imprint of the 10 spheres, and so on. So the 10 spheres, at the end of the day, are they finite? Relative? It's all relative. Is the description here? Chachma, Bina, Das, 10 spheres. So does creation have value compared to it? Just like the piece of art is valuable intrinsically to the artist. It's nothing negligible. It's a piece of him. So the piece of art can't be bottled b'mitzias relative to the artist. What bottled b'mitzias? It's me. It's a piece of me. Beautiful expression. A beautiful expression of me. Isn't that amazing? I'm glad you agreed. So therefore, you say this is all a mosh. So the Eir post Tzimtzum, creator. So the revelation of that truth of God as creator will induce a life in harmony with the creator. True. A beautiful commune. But still Metzias. Still Metzias, and not bottled Metzias. I'm living in harmony with the creator. Because the relationship to God is God as creator, post Tzimtzum. I'm a valid expression of him. Valid, I mean, in my definition. In my Metzias, because what produced me is he as a Metzias, as a defined Metzias, as the great artist, the great creator. Whereas the Gilui Shalifnei Tzimtzum, what's that? What does that reveal? What's God revealing there? When God reveals himself post Tzimtzum, I'll say this for you, God is saying, I'm the creator. And know that. That's what that Gilui is revealing. The Gilui Lifnei Tzimtzum is revealing what? What's God revealing now?
Himself beyond creation.
I'm not a creator. Sorry. It's something I chose to do. And because I chose to do it, it's valid and true. It's true because I chose to be created. But I'm not a creator. And when that truth is revealed in creation, the Choshech is not just dispelled, meaning to say, we don't just live harmonious lives, but as we said, a godly life. And a godly life is expressing the truth. And that is that Ein Idmul Vadai, and is beyond creator, and nothing has any value per se at all, unless he decides to grant it. And that's a different story entirely. There's no givens. There's no starting point of reality other than God. Every reality is a result of his reality. And it's only valuable because that's the divine decision. So it makes creator valuable too. Because he decided to manifest himself in the plane of creator. So creator in the context of Lifnei Tzimtzum, that's putting the creator in his true context. That's one of the meanings of Havayu Holikim. And all of these words, you understand what's, gentlemen? Are we having some understanding? Not some, I hope, like, yeah. In the words of the Maamar, Lochein Gilui Oidzeh, what's the Oidzeh is talking about? What level are we talking about? What divine revelation, what divine communication is this Oidzeh? The Maamar's words is what? The Oir Achar HaTzimtzum. So that's Ba'oifen Shehelam V'Hester the Oilam B'Yecholti L'Halim Olav. So that's revelation that there is a God, a creator, as we're now explaining what that means. Creator is such that the world can still conceal that because the world remains in Metzius. So it's got to be dispelled all the time. Please help me here. Why does it have to constantly be dispelled? Why? You know there's a God and He's the creator, and why shouldn't that be the end of the story? And we live happily ever after, harmonious, communal, commune sharing, beautiful lives. Why won't that follow? Because since I'm a Metzius, since the ego fundamentally is not dissolved here, so kept on check, we can forget and get carried away with self very easily, and therefore create darkness and discord, strife and pain and suffering. Which is why, these communes don't last. They don't last. In addition to the fact, the world remains even when the revelation is experienced. There's a creator. Wonderful. It's so good. There's a creator, and I'm the creation, the created, and there's a creator. So this revelation acknowledges and validates creation. The starting point is Metzius, and you got to be told, no, you're not a Metzius. You come from a creator. You're not come in a vacuum. That's something novel. So if something novel meaning something that's got to be taught to my ego, then there's always the possibility of the ego forgetting, ignoring, combating. We can forget this, that there's a creator. Ignore him. No revelation at all. Not even this news that there's a God. I can forget there's a God. Which is what happened historically. In the beginning, everybody knew there was a God, and it didn't take long before abject idolatry. Why? Because the divinity that's been connected to is something additional to me. Additional meaning that I'm something, and this is something bigger and greater, and it's my source. It's the artist. I think a partial example is a teacher and a student. So everything that the student got is from the teacher, but he can rebel, as it were, ignore, deny, claim title to his knowledge himself. And they can do that, and it's done. And then even usurp the teacher. Because everything you got is first is me. And I got this from you. Okay, great. So hopefully that will be always grateful, but we're not always grateful. We're selfish. And therefore we can rebel. Exactly. In the history of the world was that way. Everybody knew there was a creator till Avram came along. I have to remind everybody again. It completely spiraled out of control. Because it all began with Bereshis bara Elokim, Shmi Havai Eloheinu Daiti Lehem. Time hadn't come to know that there's beyond creator. That begins with Torah and mitzvahs. with the offices achana. So in order, however, to achieve a true bittul, which is not just harmonious, but true oneness, this is through the revelation of the etzema, which is high pre-tzimtzum, high drishtalshus, that conveys what truth? The Eibishter is beyond creator, and all of these attributes that God manifested, this is by his choice, and they're not intrinsic, and he's infinite and beyond infinite. That's Peil the Bittul. The Gili Etzem Moishe, L'mayla Moishe, L'hoyeshalem is Bittul is achieved when the very essence of God, as it were, higher than the revelation to creation, which acknowledges creation and says, hey, you should know where you come from, a creator. This is beyond this, not where you come from. There's no you, there's nothing, it's only Eibishter. And therefore everything else follows. So it's very different. Again, God beyond creator. When this revelation takes place, which is through our Avodah, in the end, through Mesiras Nefesh, that's what that Torah mitzvahs b'chalal, but Mesiras Nefesh, that's Megala, the Eibishter beyond creator. So not being a good boy, a nice boy, but a godly boy, a chosid. And this is what he says in the Medrash. That the final redemption is like the light of day that you cannot extinguish, like the light of day like one can extinguish the light of a candle. What does he mean? It's not so obvious. So it's a yeshloimer. What revelation is the Medrash saying? It's beyond creation. God beyond creator. There can be no concealment on God beyond creator because there's absolutely no possibility of anything other than him.
We only have this Gila with Mashiach?
Yeah, the Gila is then. We peil it now. We affect it now. We have to live it now. We're connecting to it, this level now.
It's like you were saying before, to be a nice boy, to accomplish it, it's the same avodah for us. It kind of, we can lose sight of the fact of this and of that, right? Because we can see this, and if you're not going to say this, then the fact is lost on us, right? That A, that you got to be a nice boy, and B, that right?
Right. So you're asking, you're just making a statement. Not asking, you're asking a question. You're saying this avodah is current. Of course.
Yeah,
What is
the distinction of what it is?
Yeah, the avodah now is peil the gili of this lost love. But the current avodah that does this, Mesiras Nefesh, that mitzvahs b'chalal, and specifically Mesiras Nefesh. When the Yiddish was Mesiras Nefesh, he's revealing here lamata, revealing in quotations.
For a moment.
It's forever because everything is forever, but maybe revealing may use is a misleading word because no one else is seeing that necessarily. Although really you are. You watch you do with Mesiras Nefesh, you're seeing God beyond creator right there in this moment. This Yiddish Mesiras Nefesh. For Yiddishkeit, I mean, he may not have the words and understand what he's seeing, but it is revealed. It says this is Eibishter beyond creator. That's what this Yiddle is expressing. So revealed in a sense, but in the sustained, conscious way that all of creation, that's lasted lovely. That's all happens when the job is done. Then the result of the fruit of our labors, the result is all revealed patently, transparently, eternally. Okay, so the keep on saying that, but look at Oistes is like the main part of the Maimah, the big Chiddush. We're going to keep on plowing ahead, and at the end, a lot of homework on me to be a big sheet, so we can lay it all out and review it and hopefully understand. Today was in many ways just repeating yesterday. And the discussion here is, what the Maimon is saying is, in order to affect not just the dechia of the Choshech, the rejection of darkness, that's enough. That's enough to achieve that. That can be achieved through connecting to the Oir, as it were, post-Tzimtzum, but the bittul of the Choshech is dafke lifnei tzimtzum. And what that means in simple English, that our McGill students should understand, that we explained, and hopefully everybody gets it and can explain it first of all to themselves, and then share it with another Jew, starting your own wife and family. All right, today's story.